All right. Welcome to the D-Lud Golf Channel. Today, we are highlighting Lakeridge Golf Club. The great Bangini bringing us this one. Looks like a really slick kind of country club course. Has a really awesome par 3 15th that, let's just say I do not play that very well. And a weird off-balance drive to start. Kind of rescuing that swing at the end, and we find the rough. 150 here on a dogleg right, 363 yard par 4. Coming up short and left there. I'll tell you, I'll do a little golf bitching here. I was playing really good in the simulator. Swing feeling good, hitting the center of the club, straight on the sim, good stats. Felt like I knew where it was going, playing draws and fades and low and high and like everything feeling nice right as I go out to play around this weekend. And I totally overswung. It was like the only way to put it. The last 2 rounds I've been having trouble taking my simulator swing out to the course. I'll get to the course and I don't trust my distances, I don't trust my swing, everything. My eyes play tricks on me, and certainly I looked on video, the swing's so long. It's like John Daly long, it's crazy. And then off balance, I'm not on balance because it's so long. I'm having to jump out of the way. It was a mess. And really, at the end of the day, it comes down to like 5, 6 shots, 7 shots that really were not good because of this lack in technique and focus and ability to transfer what I'm working on in the sim to real life. But if anyone has any tips out there, people who've got really good sim when they go out on course, how do they keep that mentality of just plugging good swings along instead of visually seeing, 212 and going, I gotta swing harder? Because that's what happened to me multiple times with like clubs that I know go that distance if I just hit it normal. Like, just hit every shot normal, unless you have to like carry water or something and drop it with a 7 from 170. And then you gotta hump up or whatever. Like I couldn't make that connection in my head. And I drove the ball okay, chipped okay, putted okay. None of that, excuse me, really spectacular anyway. But just overall, couldn't quite get it together. And I was doing drives like that. Nice low 12 degrees, 1700 spin, just rolling past my buddies. It was pretty nice. And then I had a couple shots like this that were really nice, little wedges that were right on line and the right distance. And so it was really like these in between, like 150 to 190 shots that I just was totally overswinging on. And we'll see how I handle this one here. 183 par 3 on the 6th. We're still even. And that looked like not a good swing. It's going to end up being in the fringe here. Little 19-yard chip. And it's fine. I've had the visual aid for the auto putt fixed circles turned off for a few rounds now, and I gotta say I like it. When I'm playing, it gives me a different kind of realistic perspective, rather than a more like arcade like get it in the circle thing. It's like helps me focus in on the pin more. Yikes. So that happened a few times too. I had one, it was like 6 iron from 180, something like that. And I swung hard when really I needed it to be a 175 normal 6-iron. I ended up hitting it like 193 over the green. And so that's kind of what plagued me in my last 2 rounds, were just the tee to green mentality. Oh, this is going to work out. Sorry to interrupt myself, but boom, boom. It was a good drive anyway, but 3 kicks and back in the fairway. It's a par 5, and we're only going to have 166 left. So here's a good example of, we got to be able to hit this one close. This could have been an easy eagle. Instead, it's in the rough, and now we're chipping. Should be an easy birdie still, but about as easy of an eagle as you can get, and kind of messing that up. What's funny is the round that we'll post after this, which is the Cedars at Dungeness, I believe, is the next one. And I played so well there, and just like hit really good shots the whole round. And it has the very last shot. You gotta wait and see, because it's incredible how poor my mentality is. That was a really squirrely, like, worm burner. I don't think the contact's been very good here in this particular round. Oh, like that, for instance. And now trying to find 6 is much harder than 12 out of the bunker. Alright, we finally get a bogey. And the front 9 ends at +1. If you've been paying attention to Lakeridge, the course, it's got a really fun layout. We got water, bunch of like dog leg lefts and rights, some elevation changes to the greens, pretty reasonable areas to drive it. This, obviously, you wanted to be left. We went right at the tree. And then, yeah, you know what? So in real life, when you have to putt and like chip for real and have bad lies and stuff like that, this, playing like how I'm playing right now, you're not +1, you're +7. Because you're not making every putt. That drive, I did hit a couple of those, and they feel so good. I do have something going there. Pulled one out of bounds, though. Just completely came over the top. So still work to be done. This one does stay on the green, thankfully, but needed that to be like 110. Went 120. Dead on line. Nice little tight draw. Good stats. So just need to keep those swings going. Love that. That's the best swing I've seen. And a very good result. I have yet to hit a hole-in-one. I've been doing every shots on YouTube for 2 years. No hole-in-ones. 2 or 3 hole-in-one challenges even, where I just sit there and pound them, trying to get hole-in-ones. I should try that pin location, though. That seemed pretty receptive. I'll have to remember. Lakeridge 12. We're coming up on Lakeridge 15, which is a really awesome hole, and it's where my round falls apart. So you got that going for you. 14 is pretty reasonable. Par 4, and I went for the big hooky and executed it to perfection around the tree there. It's one of my better drives. 28 away. Should be a birdie if we can manage to spin it. Spin. Oh no, it went way too long. 2 putt from there, and then look at this view. And this hole reminds me of the JCB hole, but 232 down 40. I picked the right club, but very much upset at the execution there. It does not hang on, and I think the hole's just too cool. Let's try it again. Drop at the tee. And a actual. Now we're in whiplash. We need to switch the meme up to the whiplash meme, and that wasn't even that good. That was the right club. Ends up hole high, but this is gonna be a 7 on a par 3. So there's 4 bogeys in a row on 1 pin, couple in the water. That'll ruin your day. And then pull 1 super left. Hopefully it stays in bounds. Only a couple holes left here at Lakeridge. I definitely think you should go play this one. It's not super hard, and then you got that pretty cool downhill par 3 to go after. Be a good one to practice on too if you enjoy just kind of pumping it into the air and watching it fall 50 yards. 17 and 18 left. Make sure to like and subscribe if you are interested in GSPRO courses or following along with my golf game, which it's so funny because I play the next day and shoot one of the best rounds ever on the channel, which will be the Cedars at Dungeness. And that was actually a really good shot. Should have been a birdie, but it's just outside the tap in, and it's a par as well. So 18 upcoming. Let's see if we can get a birdie on a par 5. It should have a good chance to get it close. I didn't really take advantage of par 5s either. I had one, the par 5, so I hit a drive like this right down the middle. Can't make it there in 2. It's like this weird angle, and you gotta go through some trees and whatever. So I choose to lay up perfectly. Pick up the wedge, hit the wedge to 6 feet. 3 putt, 3 putt bogey from there. So that was my day of real golf. That's an easy tap-in birdie for a +3. We would have been -1 if it wasn't for the 15th, I guess. But the green tees is what we played at around 6,100 yards. We drove the ball well, fairways, green's not great. And we will see you at the next course. Make sure to like and subscribe. Peace out.